Yes, and you are welcome to this very important press briefing that borders on the emphasis concerning the Abia governorship election. Of course, uh, we're all aware that on Saturday, the 18th day of March 2023, the governorship and House of Assembly elections were held in Abia. And as at yesterday, after collation of results across the 16 out of the 17 local governments of the state, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party, Dr. Alex Otti, is leading massively. And at the moment, there is only one local government, which is Abuja local government, where results have not been announced. Out of the 17 local governments, we have 16 local governments where results have been collected and announced. And as we speak, Dr. Alex Otti has won in 11 out of the 16 local governments. And he presently leads with over 94,000 votes. Contrary to expectations, INEC has not officially declared him the governor-elect. Prior to yesterday, we were informed that INEC officials or INEC staff that were told to conduct that election were held hostage on the instruction of Governor of Abia State, Dr. Otti, surrounded by thugs and security agents and all the rest of them. They were intimidated, humiliated, locked up, held hostage, and were not allowed to leave Obuja even when they wanted to leave. So after everything, they were brought to Omahe. But the electoral materials, including the beavers machines, were not brought to Omahe. Until yesterday, the machines were now brought in by security agents. What we know for a fact is that in Obuja, we had only 26,848 accredited voters on that day of election. And we are all aware that the House of Assembly and governorship elections went on simultaneously with accreditation and voting went on together. So there's no difference between what was accredited for the House of Assembly election and what was accredited for governorship election. But even if there was a difference, of course there was none. What we have in INEC data at the moment as number of accredited voters stands at 26,884 registered voters, accredited voters. Right? So it is not a guess. Now, if you do the maths, you will agree with me that even if INEC decides to credit all the votes cast based on the number of accredited voters, Alex Otti will still be winning convincingly. With the innovation, with the advent of the Electoral Act, what you call it, the beavers, it's just very easy for INEC to go through this and identify who has won an election and declare the person accordingly. So the facts before INEC, the facts before Nigeria indicates that Alex Otti has won the election convincingly and should naturally have been declared the governor and issued with certificate of return. That has not happened. Yesterday, we were informed that INEC officials will be coming from Abuja to review the result of Obuja after it was ordered that he be stepped down during the collation and announcement of results. So people were hopeful that INEC officials will be coming today. Then last night or yesterday, a memo came from Abuja asking the INEC officials to proceed to Abuja for the review. what we learned, not officially from INEC, what we heard was that the Abia here is not safe for that to be done because security agents had informed INEC that indeed their staff at Obinna were actually held hostage, threatened, intimidated, and brutalized. So they asked that both the returning officer, the state returning officer, the NTA collation officer, the acting rec, the ICT people that came from Abuja for the purpose of the election be coming to Abuja for the review today. So that's the information we have at the moment. We want to make demands. And of course, you are aware that a few hours ago, people from across the 17 local government trooped down to Umahi, did a peaceful procession and protest at the BCA roundabout. From there, they proceeded to INEC headquarters, where some of our candidates, some of our elected, House of our reps members addressed them. We made demands, and the demand is still what I'm making at the moment, that INEC should, without further delay, declare Alex Otti the governorship candidate of the Labour Party, who, without doubt, won the election convincingly. They should declare him the governor-elect and issue him with certificate of return. We are asking INEC to save their name, at least since after the presidential election. A lot of things have been said about what transpired. We do not want to believe that INEC in any way is involved in any attempt to subvert the will of Abia. We simply want to believe that they want to go through the process, look at the results, and take the wise decision which everybody expects them to take at this point in time. So we are calling on INEC to, without further delay, announce Alex Otti and issue him with certificate of return. There is serious tension in Abia. This tension is avoidable, is unnecessary. We have the beavers, we have all the necessary evidence to show that Alex Otti has won the election. Any further delay will give the impression that INEC is not an independent institution, that INEC is not a courageous institution. We do not want to believe that. We believe that INEC is an organized, a civilized, a responsible, electoral institution, electoral umpire that should stand up in times of challenges to speak the truth, to assert the authority, to ensure that the right things are done at the right time. That is why we are calling on the national chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood. We are calling on the president. We are calling on all, respected and respectable institutions and individuals to intervene to ensure that the right things are done in Abia. The right thing at the moment is to declare somebody who won the election governor and issue with certificate of return. The PDP candidate wants to become governor using the votes of one local government. Wants to use the vote of one local government. It's on record that in 2015, the same man, Alex Otti, running under the platform of Abia, won landslide across the state, only for them to snatch the result sheet of Obi and Ekeoma, manufactured fake result and brought it to INEC headquarters and at gunpoint held the returning officer and the rest of them hostage and forced them to accept the result even when the result had earlier been cancelled. Professor Uzumba had earlier announced the cancellation of the result and they forced them to accept the fake result. That was how Okezi Bazu became the governor of Abia State. We've all seen the tragedies of that imposition, and that's exactly what they want to replicate at this point in time. We want to sound very peaceful, that this is our state, we are all stakeholders, and we would not, Abia will not accept a situation where some people will hide somewhere, maybe because they have collected money from the government in power, because at the moment what they are doing, people are extorting them, they are running from one individual, one agency, from one institution to the other to get them compromised and get their candidate declared. But that's not going to happen this time around, because this one is not going to take us unawares like that of 2015. This one, the results are clear. The people, the nation has been put on notice that what they are trying to do, what PDP wants to do in Abia, is to ensure that there is an atmosphere of chaos, lawlessness, and violence in Abia State. We do not want that. We are a peaceful political party. We are a peaceful campaign council. Alex Otti has distinguished himself as a lover of peace, has comported himself at all times. Even when his mandate was stolen in 2015, he approached the court. He didn't resort to violence. This time around, we can feel the anger of our people. We can see the frustration and disappointment on their faces, and we do not want them to be forced into what unnaturally they wouldn't want to get involved in. So we are calling on INEC to declare Alex Otti the governor and sue him with certificate of return. That is our position at the moment. They have 26,848 accredited voters in Obimba. So it is simple. Send all of them, if you so wish, and declare the results of the governorship election. Gentlemen of the press, this is the information we have for you, and we do hope that you will lend your voice in asking that the right things be done at this point in time. And at this moment, we have not heard anything from Abuja with respect to the review they said they are having today in Abuja. We are still waiting for information. At this moment, we've not gotten any report. And we know that the collation officer in Obimba resisted the attempt to coerce, intimidate, and subdue him to announcing fake results. He refused and didn't do so. We are aware as well that the people, from the information we gathered, also refused to accept to be intimidated, and forced to announce fake results. We know that all the people here are ready to do what is right, and we hope that the national leadership of INEC should cooperate with them with the available evidence and be able to do the needful. And the needful is to declare Alex Otti the governor. Thank you.